Hello, hello, hello. I'm sorry. I've been watching a lot of Peppa Pig lately. And now that's just how I say hello, hello, hello. Anyway, hello. Welcome back to the channel. We are not in the podcast room. Podcast corner. Guys, we're doing a catch up with me. So, good morning. How have my mamas been? If you're new here, hi, hello. My name is Sasha. I do whatever videos on here. Usually I do home decor and home organizing and all that fun stuff, and then I started the Mom Date podcast, and then I couldn't even finish that because we're moving. So let's just do a catch up, because apparently these videos are kind of not popular, but they get a lot of views on my channel, which is great for me. So if you've been hanging out with me for this quite some time, then obviously you know that Walter and I are not together. And let me get my autofocus. Okay. Walter and I are not together. We broke up officially in October. So we're going on 5 months this month of being broken up. I've been living here the whole time still, because I've been trying to figure out my moving situation, my job situation, just my life in general. And Walter has been a doll to, not kick me out. Obviously, I have to take care of the kids because our kids are not in daycare. So anyway, yeah, we've been really great. Surprisingly, we have been on the best terms that I think we have ever been on in a long time. So I will obviously always have love for that man because he is the father of my kids. I'm just not in love with that man. And I think we finally reached a balance of, we realized we're just better, really, really, really better off being friends. We're just really good friends. And when you reach that roommate stage in your relationship, because you do, and if you don't reach it, then lucky you, in a good way. But once you reach that roommate situation, you really do start to assess if you are better off just as friends versus romantically together. And we are just better off as friends, and that's okay. I'm happy, he's happy, and that's all that matters. So yes, back to the point, I am moving. It came faster than I thought. I think faster than we all thought. So a little tidbit about myself, or my life, I should say. My mom and my sister. Exactly. So my mom and my sister, all of my family pretty much live in the Inland Empire. So over the mountain of where I live. I have no family where I am at, absolutely none. Since my dad passed away, I'm pretty much out here by myself. So, and I have to stay out here because where Walter works is for the government, and we're kind of on lockdown of where we live. So we have to stay where we live. Walter has a very good job. He can provide for himself, for the kids. And, he's been providing for us this whole time. So we are kind of stuck in this area. So it made me really confused and kind of lost of okay, well, if we're broken up, where am I going? Because as a mom, this channel is for moms. And if you're a guy, then, you're not really probably going to relate. But moms give up their careers to stay at home with the kids. Some dads do, which is great. But the majority is moms. We stay home, don't go after our careers, don't continue education sometimes, because we stay home and focus on the kids. So that's where I was at. I quit everything to just stay home with my kids, obviously, because, I want to be here with my kids. We don't want them in daycare and, all that fun stuff. So I kind of lost out on having a savings, having my own checking. I had no money, literally no money. So I started a work from home job, which you guys saw. I think I talked about it a little bit in the mom podcast. And I got laid off that was a temporary position. It was seasonal. I knew I was going to get laid off. I was hoping to get stayed on, but that was also a contractual job, and they lost that contract. So they let like 50 of us go, and then I just heard from my friend that they let another 50 go. So it was eventually going to happen. So I got laid off. That was about 3 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. This whole time though, I've been trying to go back to school for teaching. A long time ago, in my long list of employment, I was a paraeducator for elementary school. I love kids. I really, really do love kids. And I wanted to go to school for teaching. I just never had time. So right now I'm looking to go back to school for online teaching and doing all that fun stuff. I have a lot of teachers, friends, and they're like, you'll be good at it. I volunteer at my son's school. Everybody at the school knows me. And his teacher was like, why are you doing this for free when you can be getting paid? And then they all told me, we're hiring and we need paraeducators and you'd be really good. And I was like, oh yeah, I should do that. I forgot that I already applied back in October. So the week I got laid off, the school called me like 2 days later and they're like, hey, are you still interested in the paraeducator position? And I was like, heck yeah, I am. So I'm pretty much already hired at the school. I started subbing and they're gonna interview me, I think in a week, for a permanent position, which is fantastic. I want to be with my son. I like being in the same school as my son. It's scary nowadays. This is not the world that we grew up in, and I like being in the school where my son is, so I know he's safe. So that's like 2 things that I'm happy with. 3, going back to about my family, we got a house finally. So we've been looking for the house. I think the second mom podcast I uploaded that day, no, that was a Sunday. So the Monday I went to go look at a house and we put in an offer. And I was like, oh wow, this is moving a lot faster than I thought. So we put in an offer and we got the house. So we are in escrow and we are supposed to get the keys this Thursday or Friday, which is March 7th or March 8th already. So this whole time since I've uploaded the last Mom Date podcast, I've been doing the new stuff for the new job. I've been packing like a crazy person and I meant to vlog while I was packing, but I was packing, I was taking the kids to school, I was helping him with homework, I was making dinner, I was making lunches, I was taking care of baby girl, and now it's like trying to find that balance of doing everything and packing at the same time. So this last week I rented a dumpster. I went through the whole garage of all the stuff that I just didn't need, that was trash. I donated a lot of stuff. I'm a big believer of donations. I gave away like maybe 5 or 6 boxes of baby toys. My aunt is having, her niece or nephew, someone is having a baby girl. So I'm giving them all my baby girl clothes, my bassinet that I had. I have another friend, really close friend. I love her to pieces. Her daughter had a son, so I've been giving them all my like baby clothes, baby gates, the strollers, because I don't need them. I'm not gonna have any more kids, guys. Like, this factory is closed. No mas. Unless I end up with somebody with kids, then that's cool. But this factory is closed. Like, we done. So I gave that away. Another person is coming by later to get the baby swing. And that's it. That's all my baby stuff is gone. I went through my back room. My back room, I'll put in a clip, is already packed. The last thing that I have to pack is the kids' toys and the kids' clothes, because co-parenting is obviously new to me and I don't know what he's gonna need here and what I'm gonna need there. And I'm trying to get advice from my friends that are co-parents and stuff, and we already have a schedule with the kids, and I'm gonna have them, the weekdays, he's gonna have them the weekends, because it just works with our schedule. And my mom and my sister got a house, and then I'm moving with them, so we're all doing it together. And we got a house. It's only like maybe 10 minutes away from this house, which is great. I want to be close to my kids. I want to be close to the school because I'm still the one taking them to school, all that fun stuff. So yeah, we're moving way faster than I thought. It's bittersweet because first of all, I never wanted kids. And then second of all, I was always the type, and please don't take this like the wrong way to anybody, but I was one of the types that just wanted to be with one baby daddy, and I wanted to marry essentially whoever I had kids with. Like that's it, man, we're locked in. That's who I wanted to be with. That's just how I wanted to be. You know, I didn't want multiple kids and multiple baby daddies, and I don't see anything wrong with that. I have a lot of friends that have different baby daddies, and that's okay. That's their choice. But my choice is just I didn't want that for me. And so like I said, I'm not having any more kids with anybody. And, you know, in the future of dating, they will know that I don't want any more kids unless you have kids. If you have kids, then cool, we'll make it work, you know, Brady Bunch it. But right now, you know, I don't want any more kids. So I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, anyway, so we're getting the house. I'm waiting for the last stuff to pack, and then yeah, it's just bittersweet because I thought, you know, you thought your life was going one way, but it's not. But then the not road ends up being the better road. You know, I don't want him unhappy. I don't want myself unhappy, and we were both unhappy. And well, I was a little more unhappy than he was, and I don't think it's fair to either of us. And I want him to find somebody who's gonna love him wholeheartedly. And I am definitely not gonna be one of those bitter baby mamas that are like, you can't come get your kids, you better not date anybody. Like, no, that's not gonna be me at all. I'm gonna be like, hey, you wanna come get your kids? Like, they're driving me nuts. How about you come get them for an extra day? No, I want him to come see them, be with them, play with them, take them, you know. He's a dad and he needs to be involved, and I know he will be. I don't have any doubt about that. And as far as his future relationships go, I hope he finds somebody that makes him happy. And I'm not going to be the bitter baby mama. I want to be the baby mama that's like, hey, your guys are getting a bonus mom. As much as that hurts my heart to say, it's just whoever he brings around my kids, which we already have an agreement, like nobody's meeting the kids until we talk about it first, which is great. But essentially, at the end of the day, whoever he dates, that he ends up with, is going to be around my kids. Why am I going to be a bitter person about that? I want them to love my kids and to cherish my kids and to teach them and the right things and like wholeheartedly love them too, as if they were their own. Because I want my kids to be around good people. So all I ask of him is to find a good partner. Find a good partner that's going to love my babies as if they were their own. So I'm happy for him. He was on dating sites the day we broke up. So that, me, not so much. No, thank you. I'm not all about those dating sites. But, as long as he's happy and, like I said, he finds a good woman to love my kids too, that's all I care about. That's really all I care about. And same thing on my end. As long as I find a man that loves my kids like their own, and I will love their kids like my own, because like I said, I'm a big advocate for kids, and I want to love and take care of them and be there for them, then, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. And on that note, so me and Walter, excelente. We are good. We're like best friends right now. We're like BFFs. So he's supportive of me and my journey, and he asks the same thing of me, just find a man that's going to take care of our kids and welcome them and protect them and all that fun stuff. So we are on very excellent terms, and that's all I can thank God for. But we will always just be those excellent good co-parents, And then what else on that note? So we should be moving pretty soon. I found some movers because I'm gonna need help. Like, I don't have a lot of stuff because obviously I'm not taking a lot of stuff from here, but I do have like a fridge, a mattress, and right now I'm just trying to figure out just kid stuff, like what do I take here, what do I take there. And I'm taking the majority of their good clothes just because he's going to school and I'm going to have him during school days. So, I need the good clothes, Walter can have more of like the sweats and like the regular like unschool clothes and stuff like that. But I mean, it sucks, but I'm really looking forward to this next chapter. Like, if you are in a relationship and you are scared to make that leap, but you know your heart is not meant to be there, girl, take it. Take the leap. Take it. Because there was months before we officially broke up that I was crying in that bed wondering, when am I going to be strong enough to leave? When am I going to be strong enough to have that conversation with him of, I'm not happy, and I haven't been happy like the last 2 years, and I'm just in this because I'm comfy, I'm secure, I'm supported, and you can't, those things are great, but it's not fair to him. And once it really, really hit me, like, it's not fair to him, then I was like, it's not fair to me. Then I, got the, I hate the saying, but I got the balls, and I was like, we need to talk. So take the leap, because I was terrified. I had no money, literally, like -$5 in my account. I had no job. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. But thank God he was nice enough to be like, hey, you can still stay here until you figure it out. And I think at the end of the day, as terrified as I was to take that leap of going into the unknown, going into the unsecure, going into the like, am I gonna make it? Can I even provide for my kids? You know how terrifying that is? That you can't even provide for your kids? Like, it's terrifying. But at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna get my ass up and do everything I can to provide for them. So my heart has never been as light and as happy as it is now. Like, I took the leap, and there's other things associated with me taking that leap that I don't really want to talk about right now, but maybe you'll find out later. I will say, I don't want to say it. I do, I'll say it later. Let's just say, by the smile, you can tell. Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. My heart is happy. It's been 5 months, guys. We've been broken up for 5 months. But as a girl, and all my girls know this, we are mentally broken up with our partner like a year before we say anything. So technically, in my head, I've been broken up like a year and a half. That's just the way girls are. If you're a guy watching this, know this. If your girl is unhappy, she's already broken up with you in her head. She's just trying to figure out how to leave you, or how to, either if it's worth fixing or if it's not worth fixing. So if you're a guy watching this and you care about your girlfriend and she's kind of like with you, get on that. Fix it now, because we're already mentally like a year ahead in our head, and I'm just like, oh yeah, we've already broken up. And we haven't even been broken up yet. I'm just like, in my head, we've been broken up. But yeah, tidbit fact. So, yeah, I am happy. So happy. So happy. So nervous. So excited to start this journey. I should be getting the keys, like I said, Thursday or Friday. I'm going to do an empty house tour before everyone else moves in. Because, I mean, my mom's going to be there. My mom doesn't mind being on vlogs. She actually likes it. My sister, not so much. So I like to respect her privacy. It's going to be a full house. Like, my grandma's going to be there too. Because my mom's taking care of my grandma. My grandma has dementia. So we're all gonna like help out with my grandma too, which is a good thing. Gives my mom a break, because my mom was the only one pretty much taking care of her this whole time with my sister's help. But now they can have me. So now I can help out too. It's not just on them. And yeah, so I'm gonna be vlogging there, probably from my bedroom, and just like maybe organizing a parent's bedroom when you gotta share with kids, bathroom stuff. So I'm still trying to debate on what my channel's going to be about. I still want to do the mom podcast now that it's going to be a different living situation, but just give me time to figure it out, guys. But I'm coming back on this channel. We're getting things rolling again, and I'm excited. I'm excited to move. Like, oh, I'm so excited to move. I'm excited to start fresh. This is like a new chapter. I'm excited for a certain someone. I'm just it's been a long time coming, and we'll see what happens in the future and if I get to tell a beautiful story or not, but we'll see. And now I'm blushing, and now I can't stop blushing. Okay, I'm just happy. Know that, guys, very happy. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them down below. We're gonna figure out what we're doing, and I just want to do a quick update. So yeah, so new job, moving, single life. I'll try to pack and vlog. I'm gonna pack later today, so maybe that'll be a separate vlog. I just want to do a quick little catch up, and yeah, so if you stayed this long, thank you so much for your support. We'll figure out what we're doing. I'll probably do one more vlog, like moving vlog, before I get the keys. Maybe, we'll see. But yeah, anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming on. And if you come here for my real estate videos, I'm sorry, I don't do real estate anymore. And I said that because all the hidden fees that they don't tell you about real estate is terrible. And I don't have credit cards to max out. I don't have accessible money for that. And if you're not like, if you kind of don't have that money to spend on the programs and the memberships and all that, it's kind of like a waste. And I hate to say it that way. At least I have my real estate license, because my real estate video is really popular. I do want to make a video separately of telling you guys of all the fees, which I probably will soon. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for being here for the update. Please subscribe if you haven't already. It's going to be mommy content, mommy stress content, mommy vent content, just a lot of mommy stuff, okay? If you're a guy here and you're watching, that's cool. Thanks for the support. I appreciate it, but it's just more weird to my moms. So if you don't mind and you want to learn what it's like from a mom's perspective, then just hang around. Okay. Anyway, on that note, thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, please like the video, and until next time, peace.